Hello and welcome to the Bahrain Grand Prix. Here we are spectating a Renault here. It's Blizzard 53. Remember, he won the last race, so he's really wanting to improve on his record of pole positions this season, as obviously he's the only person to get pole position this season, there only being one race so far, this being the second of course, and well, at the moment, it's going really well for him. He's in pole position now. Little Blocks is behind in second place. And unless Little Blocks can beat Blizzard's time, I don't see anyone else really challenging Blizzard for pole position. So here we go. Oh, look at that. The checkered flag is out. So that means whenever cars cross the line, they cannot improve. That is the time and the position that they will start the race on. So let's have a look. VY Gaming unfortunately stays in 16th place, so that's unfortunate for him. And we've got a slow Mercedes. Is that Hamilton? It might have been, but anyway, we cut ahead there because nothing much really happened. Everybody didn't really improve much except for Blizzard, I think. And you can see it's Blizzard on pole position, Little Block second, Ballboy 57, the season 1 champion, in third place. And there's the rest of the drivers, but now we're going to cut ahead to the Grand Prix itself. So here we are. It's time now for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Well, here we are then on the grid for the formation lap of the Bahrain Grand Prix, and Hamilton has darted away there off the line, slowing down, and there's cars behind, and oh, there's been a crash, and that's just taken a few cars out. I think that was James said. Little Blocks perhaps, I think that was a Red Bull there, and oh, contact has been made again, and Ballboy's been removed from the grid because of an incident with Ollie Flowers. So a bit chaotic there on the formation lap, which is unfortunate really. Takes away the realism. But anyway, here we go. It's time now. This is the real stuff here. It's the Bahrain Grand Prix, and it gets underway now. And who gets a good start? Well, it seems quite equal there. A bit of a wiggle there from the Red Bull of Little Blocks heading into turn 1 now. Who's going to take the lead? Oh dear, Ballboy's been forced off. Look how many cars dive down his inside, being so opportunistic. And there's a car, I think that was 2 cars there, in the barriers. And Hamilton has retired from the Bahrain Grand Prix. Oh dearie me, it's been a terrible start to the season for Hamilton. And oh, there's a spinning Sauber out of nowhere there. Oh my goodness me, it's all happening on Ballboy's screen at the moment. He's down from P3 to P9, so he's dropped a ton of positions there right at the start of this Grand Prix. And look, we got a laggy Francis Jessica ahead. Well, a little bit of a lag from the McLaren Honda team, so hopefully McLaren can sort their internet out, or also known as Francis's internet providers. But anyway, it's looking good for Francis actually. It's just a tiny little bit of lag, but yellow flags, green flags going on in the background there as the cars head through now. Everything looks pretty calm now. I mean, the first half of the lap was absolutely chaotic, but now everybody's starting to settle down. And well, Francis isn't. Look at that. He's really being aggressive here on CK1710. And Blizzard sets the fastest lap of the race, but obviously he will because he was starting on pole position. Francis, oh, he goes for a move, and oh, look at the lag there. That's really scary stuff. And Ballboy's trying to go down the inside of both of them. A bit of contact then. Oh, flashbacks from that other league that I've completely forgotten about now, when Ballboy decided to charge it down the inside from about 10 million miles back. Probably he started that move all those months ago, in a different country to Bahrain because it was just so far away, and that just reminded me of that. But this is a lot cleaner here, despite the internet problems that Francis Jessica seems to be having, because no other car seems to be lagging. I'm sorry about this, Francis, but during this day your internet was really proving to be quite difficult. To me especially anyway. But here we go, here's a replay now. This is what we wanted to see. What happened to Hamilton? So he started in P4 and well, he's pulled away here. I pulled away and well, I don't think Hamilton speaks quite differently to that. But oh dear, and he gets he gets rammed in the middle. Oh, and Hamilton, oh okay. Right, so it looked like James had dived down the inside into turn 1 and Hamilton was saying, "Oh, what are you doing?" And well, the second part of the incident was a bit careless from them both, but that's unfortunate for Hamilton and for James said as well. James said being opportunistic, but unfortunately it's just ended in them both in a gravel traps, and with James Head managing to survive, but unfortunately Hamilton hasn't. But there's a battle here going on still, and yellow flags, green flags. Now I think that's behind us, and wheel to wheel goes the two Ferraris there. Come on, team orders, Arriva Bene, what are you doing? Come on, goodness me, we never really see wheel to wheel stuff from the Ferraris. Usually they're not allowed to race each other, and you can say well, why don't they race? And clearly in the FRL they are allowed to race, so that's a great positive of this not being real life, and this being a game where you can just race each other without any kind of political drama going on between inter-team battles. Although there are inter-team battles, but it's just that you know, no one's going to come over team radio, like, you know, Arriva Bene is not going to go, "Oh, get out of the way." He's not going to say that, is he? No, no. Or actually, in 2018, who knows? He might come over and there might be someone replacing Jeff. Who knows? But anyway, oh, Ball Boy's been given a time penalty. That's quite unfortunate for him. So Ball Boy getting a 3-second time penalty, which shall be added to his time at the end of the race. That is quite unfortunate for him if he really wanted to get a podium here. But anyway, he heads into the pits here, and that was, I think that was Francis staying out. We got a lot of activity here. I believe the cars in front were the leaders, so the leaders, I believe, have pitted. I think that might be, oh no, it's his team. Okay, so it's Blizzard's teammate Ollie Flavel then, who has just completed the most amount of laps he's ever completed in Season 2 so far, because he got quite unfortunately taken out at turn 2 in the first race. If you haven't seen that, I really do suggest you do, because that race was insane. The last couple of laps, yeah, I can see, you know, it kind of died down at the end, but the first, you know, 6, 7, 8 laps were something else, I'll tell you. But anyway, here we go. Let's commentate not on Australia, let's commentate on Bahrain, and let's see what's going on here. So we got Mantu Vipper, who's in 5th place here, trying to keep the Renault behind, and he's doing a good job at the moment, but I believe they are all on the same tyres and they pitted around the same time, so it looks like nobody can really get an advantage on tyre strategy, because on this game the tyres used to wear out very quickly, and so you get people trying to do the same sort of tyre strategy and going for the super softs first and then heading over to the softs. I mean, you could do it the other way around, but then that would affect your qualifying time, so there you go. So here we go, Ollie Flavel is having to defend here from Ballboy. Ballboy 57 goes down the inside, and let's see if he breaks. Nice and late. Yes, he does, and he covers down. Or well, he flew in the air there briefly. I have to say those two whatever-sided tires. I've completely forgotten now what tires flew in the air. But there were certainly two, and I can commentate and confirm that there were two tyres in the air. If there were no two tyres in the air, and he just mounted the curb like this, then you can call me a moron. Actually, no, because I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Let's commentate on the Bahrain Grand Prix, for goodness sake. And I actually did commentate about the Bahrain Grand Prix there, talking about the cut. What am I saying? Okay, right, here we go. So, Mantu is doing a good job. Yeah, let's talk about Mantu, yeah. Let's not talk about me seeing things, because, well, that should be saved for another time and another place. But look at this wheel-to-wheel stuff here. Ballboy trying to go down the inside into the final corner. Mantu lags a little bit ahead there, but Ballboy's having to stay behind now. But Ballboy will have DRS here. He's going to get in the slipstream of Mantu, and he's going to do... Oh no, he tried to do a Vettel move, and it has not worked out. And Ballboy, for the first time since... Is it Austria? No, Belgium, he retired from the Grand Prix. So... Oh no, Japan, yeah, of course. No, Mexico. There we go. It's the first time since the Mexican Grand Prix, which was actually only like 2 or 3 races ago, Ballboy 57 has retired from the Grand Prix. And this must be even more painful than crashing out of the lead in Mexico. And I'll tell you why. That is because, in my opinion, crashing out so early on in the season just puts you behind immediately from your competitors, and so Ballboy has to really try his best here throughout the remaining races to try and pull back the deficit he's going to have now. But anyway, talking about other drivers now, Francis Jessica started on the soft tyres, so the prime tyres in this case, and he is now pitted at the end, or is that the start of lap 9? That's the start of lap 9. Oh dear, look at this, we got a battle for the lead now. So we got Lickleblocks making a move, I think that was, on Blizzard, and we have a change of leadership as Francis gives up the lead as he had to pit for fresh tyres. And here's Blizzard fighting back. Oh no, Lickleblocks is going to get the undercut here into that corner. Or out of that corner, I should have said. And Lickleblocks resumes the lead. So we have a new leader then in the Bahrain Grand Prix. Lickleblocks leads the way, and he's pulling away actually there. Just in those 2 corners, he's managed to create a visible gap here to Blizzard 53. And that is Lickleblocks in the lead of the Grand Prix. But here we are, cutting ahead a lap later, and Blizzard isn't quite close enough to catch up to the Red Bull driver. That's unfortunate for Blizzard, but who knows? You know, Blizzard's very intelligent. He knows that he can save his tyres and then just go for it in the last 2 or 3 laps. But every driver wants to get a job done as quickly as possible. And so Blizzard will really want to try and get this lead and just maintain it and have some fun. But both drivers must be really enjoying this battle, and hopefully the battle shall continue throughout the rest of the season. Yeah. And you'll see why I said yeah later on in the season. But anyway, let's not foreshadow or predict anything. No, it's mainly foreshadowing, isn't it? Because I know what happened, because it happened quite a long time ago. But anyway, right, here we are. So here's an aerial shot. Look at the view there, absolutely fantastic. And we do believe actually that Ballboy57 is actually taking these shots here, and he's doing a wonderful job. So well done, Ballboy, well done. He retired and he said, you know what, I'm not going to do an Ayrton Senna. I'm not going to go to my hotel room and cry for the next 6 months. I'm actually going to film and be productive, and well done to him. Well done, Ballboy, for that kind gesture. But anyway, here we are, VY Gaming. Let's have a look at the other guys, because we haven't really talked about these guys at all, really, because well, it's not because they're irrelevant, of course. Everybody's relevant here. They're all racing, but it's just that they didn't really record, and that is a big shame, because we didn't really get to see any of the incidents or yellow flags or any good moves that could have happened lower down the field. But what lap are we on now? Is this the final lap? Yes, it is. So this is the final lap then, and it looks like Liquor Blocks all has this under control. And if Liquor Blocks doesn't mess this up somehow into the last corner, he will take his first ever FRL race victory. Let's see. Oh, he's doing a bit of weaving, is he? Oh no, he's just taking his line there. But here we go. We have a new winner in the FRL. It's going to be Liquor Blocks, who takes victory here. He weaves from side to side, just like Ballboy a whole season ago. Blizzard takes second place. Still, that is a good result for Blizzard, and look how close those guys were. In third place, it's going to be Foxbat001, the winner of Season 1's Monaco Grand Prix. He hasn't got a victory since then, but he is going to take a podium here in Bahrain. Congratulations to him in the Force India. I don't know who finished fourth, but we'll find out in just a second. Mantu Vipper takes some well-deserved points there for McLaren Honda. 9th place now. We're skipping a whole bunch of cars here. In 9th place is VY Gaming. He takes 2 points for Red Bull Racing. Well done to him as well for that. And he coasts across the line there in a well-deserved 9th place, but I think he really wanted to achieve more than that. But he does celebrate anyway. Look, his fist is up in the air saying, yes, 2 points, yes! This is exactly what Christian Horner wanted. And Caesar heads into the pits. He's, I don't know what he's doing. He's trying to do a Michael Schumacher. Perhaps he had a drive-through penalty or something. I don't know. But anyway, Caesar then finishes in 10th place, unless he has a penalty. The Gamer 19 finishes... No, not in 19th place. He finishes in 11th. And let me fill you in on the gaps. So Ollie Flavel finished 4th. 6th place was Francis Jessica. 7th was Mole. 8th, well done to James Ed 14 from recovering from that early crash with Hamilton. And 12th was ZZ Public. And he was lapped actually, but I think he was ghosted car who had disconnected. So will I scroll? Yes, I do scroll down. So Ballboy, CK, Schatz, and Hamilton F1 driver all have DNF'd, which is unfortunate for them. So Blizzard and Liquor Blocks would have been tied. So yes, they are tied actually on points. So extremely close at the top. And on that note, thank you for watching, and until next time, which shall be the Chinese Grand Prix, goodbye.